we were talking a lot earlier about like the afterlife and psychedelics and stuff.
Okay.
Like DMT and shit. No, you haven't done DMT.
I've not done DMT.
You haven't done any psychedelics, have you?
No, I've done mushrooms.
Okay, right. Wait, I thought you were asking me about trying mushrooms the first time.
No, I've done mushrooms.
Oh, in Thailand. Yeah, okay. Would you ever do DMT?
I would. I've spoke about. So I told you about this before. There's a thing called Cambo. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's like a fucking. It's like some kind of form of DMT.
Okay.
And they like they put some shit in your arm. One of my mates actually runs a clinic that does this. And when I say clinic, I mean a flat in Islington.
Yeah.
And he put some shit in your arm and it makes you vomit. So it's like a purge. It gets rid of your toxins. I mean, I don't know how much I believe that, but then you go on some weird trip, and it's like. A bunch of my friends have done it and they said it changed their life. Wow. Like one of them was a fucking mental cocaine addict and he hasn't touched it since.
Really?
So I am interested in it.
I did DMT once, but it was off.
What do you mean it was off? What?
It was old out of date DMT.
You did expired DMT.
Isn't that the most George story?
That is the most George story. I didn't know it could go out.
Yeah, so I smoked it and like the guy was like, it's off, so it's weaker, so you might not get
the full effect.
So I did like 3-4 hits.
Fucking
and the room went wobbly.
Yeah.
But apart from that, nothing else happened. So
that
I didn't meet the extraterrestrial.
Well, that sounds
guys.
kind of like just a normal mushroom trip then.
Yeah, but it was only for like literally a minute. It lasted like a minute or two.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, I wanted to just meet the
celestial beings.
Yeah. What if you meet them and they're like, yeah, you're a fucking loser.
If
you meet an alien and they're like, yeah,
you're a mug.
You're a mug, man.
Yeah.
You're going to hell forever. And you're like, why? It's like, because God made you to go to hell. It's like the Calvinists, like the Calvins, like there's like, the Calvin religion is like it's a Christian sect. And they believe some people, everyone's made by God and some souls are destined for heaven and some souls are destined for hell. Right? So like you're born and if you're a bad soul, you're destined for hell, which is like
can't do anything to change it.
It just means God's an arsehole. Like, you know what I mean? He's made us being just to live 30, 40 years.
But also then...
you got to have them, ain't you?
Yeah.
You got to have some cunts to go
Yeah, but also it's like, that's mental because like, okay, so you're born into like a Calvinist community and they're like, oh, yeah, you're a bad one. You're like, so what? I'm doomed for eternity. And they're like, yeah. You're like, oh, well, I'll just fucking kill all of you then.
Yeah, but the way the way you proved that you was God's chosen guy was like it was a Protestant thing, and it was like they would all start businesses. If the business went well, you was like destined for heaven. So that was like, so if a Calvinist like ran a fucking a trading company and it went well, they're like, oh, I'm definitely one of God's guys. But if you was like, you was born without a foot, you're like, oh, I'm fucked, you know. You know.
If you're born without a foot and then you're
you're also
that's because God doesn't love you.
That's hard.
That's what I mean. If that's true, and then you do the DMT and you go to the aliens, and they're like, yeah, like you go to the gate where you can walk into the first dimension, like you go there, and they're like, yeah, you're not allowed in.
Yeah.
You're like, why? It's like, you just won the.
You've got a tiny cock.
You're a tiny cock loser.
Yeah. Well, but this is why I'm holding off from doing it because, like I said,
because you think an alien will meet you and be like, you're a fucking.
Yeah.
You're a tiny cock loser.
No. I do think like I would like to get to.
Your self-hatred is deep.
It's so.
You do have a lot of self-hatred.
Yeah. Have you fucking looked at me? Yeah. I am. But the thing for me is, I in my heart, I think that I can be a lot better.
I really don't get your self-hatred. Like, the more I know you and the more we spend time together, obviously, piece of shit, right? But I don't understand, like, you're good looking, you got a decent job, you got a great missus, you got a kid on the way, like, you got friends, like, I don't get why you hate yourself so much.
Brown.
Is it really the brownness? Is it
no,
just...
it's not.
But it probably
a little
is.
bit. No, there's definitely probably a little bit.
That's why I hate you.
Yeah, well, that's why we get on. Yeah. No, I do you know what? I honestly, I ham it up a little bit. I definitely don't like myself. But with the DMT thing, the reason I don't want to do it is because I just feel like if I do it now, it could be wasted. Because I feel like, to me, that's something that you want to do and get it right. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, I don't want to go there and the aliens are like, you're a mug.
Yeah.
You're having a kid. You ain't got a bean. You ain't got no money. You're a sausage. And then I'm just going to go and myself.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it in 5 years when things are going well. Yeah. Where I believe they're going well. And then if they call me a mug, I'll be like, you're a mug. Do you know what I mean? I'll have a bit more like self-belief.
I love the idea you're calling the celestial beings, the gods
Do you
of
know
all
what?
realities.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you're a fucking mug, mate. Do you know what? You can fucking do one as well.
But that's what I want. I want to be able to be to a point where if I do have a bad experience, it doesn't wreck me.
Yeah.
Because my fragile being now.
Yeah, but I don't think however much material stuff you accumulate or whatever in your life, or how if you got a little 6-pack and 20 grand in the bank, I don't think that's gonna. If you meet the celestial beings from another reality in the 4th dimension and they break you apart spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally, you're not gonna be like, yeah, but it's all right because I got a little fucking BM, haven't I?
I got a Beamer. No, but my thing is,
I've got my Chanel bag. What are you talking about?
No, it's not about money there. It's about me being comfortable with what I've done or who I am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you not have that a little bit where you feel like you're not really where you are, where you want to be, or who you want to be?
But
you know
also,
what I'm saying?
that's a never-ending road. First of all, because
Yeah.
you're never gonna arrive.
Yeah, but you're gonna be closer.
You'll be closer, but there'll always be.
I'm miles off.
Yeah,
I'm not even on the road yet.
That's true.
I got a flat tire.
That's true, but you're never gonna you'll be at a point where things are going pretty well, and you'll be like, yeah, but not yet, not yet, not yet. If anything, it's the opposite. It's when you're in a place like this you do it, that you fucking completely reset how you view the world, and then you go with this new operating system.
Yeah, it is, but it is also because one of my mates that runs it and does it a lot, he was telling me that he saw his mum who passed away, and they had like a 5-minute conversation, and I would love to see my nan, because my nan, I love my nan, she was like my best mate. I'd love to see her, but that's a scary thought to be like, well, what if I go there and she's like, I never liked you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Wow, that's so dark,
and it's not to say that I'm not saying I would never do it because of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that is stuff that it worries me.
I feel like all this over intellectualizing about the taking DMT and acid and stuff. Like people are like, oh, I need to take an acid, but I need to have like a deep thought about it. It's like, it's just a drug.
Do the drug,
It's
yeah.
just you're doing drugs. Stop making drugs lame.
Yeah.